Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be unboxing my pledge for Casinopolis. That doesn't just include Casinopolis, but let's go! Let's go! Okay, so first story, this is my first time setting up like this. This is a big mess. I was just, sorry John, you go over here. Why man, I want to be near you man. Because I've been playing ISS Vanguard, and Jesus Christ, what a mess and how much work just to play a damn game. But yeah, I'm loving it, and that's a topic for another time. So this is the first pledge I received this year, and I'm excited to try it. I still have some reviews I want to go through. I want to do Circle the Wagons and the Combopolis before reviewing these games, but anyway, let's go through them. So as I was saying, I got a couple of them. I'm sorry, I already opened the bag because when this arrived I had no idea what this was, kind of looked like, something really weird. So I just opened it and I didn't really check anything else, just realized it was from Button Shy. So lots of stuff. What should I go through first? Okay, let's go through the important one. Yeah, it is one. Let's go through the important one first. So Casinopolis, and it's a nice gold. Sorry if this is not gold. I'm colorblind, not totally, but I have trouble with some colors. So, and it's weird. It's weird that I'm showing you this upside down to me. No, I'll just turn the camera upside down. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this looks really cool. This looks a lot more black than what the image seemed like. For some reason, I was not expecting such strong blacks, from the pages. And okay, first thing that I'm going to say, and I have no idea. When I reviewed Combopolis and Agropolis, the versions that I have, I always talked highly about the cards. And those cards are from my Quined edition, and this edition is nothing like it. Really nothing like it. The card quality here is it's not good, and I don't mean that as in the quality that they are going to get ruined or something. I normally care for the cards; it's perfectly fine. But the quality of the impression, of the printing, this leaves a lot to be desired. The ones I have from Agropolis and Combopolis from Quined edition, they are super high quality. They are like the best quality cards I have in my whole 200 plus games, and these ones are nothing like that. These are really cheap. They are a bit less expensive to get than the Quined edition, although when you add shipping to that and the taxes from the pledges, it's probably the same price. So this is a big letdown. I was expecting the same quality as the Quined edition, and it's nothing like it. So that's a big letdown. I'm not sad that I got this. I want to play it, but I expected a lot more in quality. So anyway, the cards, they look cool. I really like the colors on this one. The color style on this one is my favorite from all of them. It's just a lot stronger. Especially these reds and blues almost remind me of John Wick scenarios. And now for the rules. Longest rows. Diamonds. So, okay, so we're also going to be scoring all of these symbols related to the types of... Yeah, so basically it's the same as always, but now we have symbols that can go on any color. And we always have 3 symbols, and they are on the roads. Okay, so the roads have symbols now. So that should be the main difference. And then we're probably just going to get similar scoring conditions with some changes. Roads that start with something. These look cool, and they kind of look a bit different than the others, so it's cool. It's cool for a change of pace. It's cool. Again, I'm really looking forward to playing this. I'm just super disappointed at the cards. Jesus. if I ever see this being sold by Queen Edition, I probably will just get that version and probably sell this one, because this is nothing quite like it. And I'm even a bit sad thinking of all the other stuff I bought, because the expansions, for example, for Sprawlopolis, they're just going to feel a bit out of place with a different quality. Anyway, this looks cool, and yeah, I'm not going to go every single card and every single rule. I just look forward to playing this. Let's just take a quick look at the rulebook. The rulebook is a lot. There's a lot more quality in this rulebook than the ones I have. Like, it's the exact opposite. The Queen Edition has the book, you can just even a baby can rip it open. This one is an actually plastified paper, while the other is in super thin paper. But then the card, Jesus Christ, what's such a big difference on the cards. Not sure if this is the ideal position. Let me change the microphone to be a bit further. Okay. But yeah, the rules seem to be same as ever. Something small would probably be really similar. It's only the roads and the strips that's going to change with the slot icons. And yeah, looking forward to trying this and really to review the rest of the line. So I'm so disappointed. Jesus. I always thought about that when I was reviewing. I remember when I was reviewing, not sure if it was Sprawlopolis or Agropolis. I don't know in which one the thought came into my mind. But I was like, yeah, I'm reviewing the Quined edition, the Quined Games edition, and yeah, that means it's another printing, and it might be different. And I was talking highly about the card quality, and yeah, I remember thinking that what if the card quality is different in the other editions, and it's super different. It's not even comparable. Like these cards, I'll have to be careful with these cards. These cards will get ruined really easily. But still, what hurts me more is that the quality of the printing. It's just not the same quality. You almost can see the texture of the cards, while the other ones, the printing is perfect. It looks like a painting. Anyway, on to more stuff. So I also bought Combopolis. I never saw this for sale, and Combopolis is basically, I know this is an expansion collection for Combopolis, and Combopolis, I have not reviewed it yet. I'll probably will soon. Combopolis is just a small expansion that allows you to get Combopolis and Sprawlopolis together, and this one just adds a ton of expansions for that thing. I think it's just for that thing. Let me check the rulebook again. Super quality rulebook. It's almost paper cards. So Combopolis combines Sprawlopolis and Naturopolis, all good there. Then Combopolis 2. This is the expansion collection, so I'm not sure this is Combopolis. Okay, no, so this has everything. I already had Combopolis, but this brings Combopolis, Combopolis 2, Combopolis 3, and that's it. So Combopolis 1 is for Sprawlopolis and Agropolis. Combopolis 2 includes... it's for Sprawlopolis and Naturopolis, so only those two. And then the 3, the Combopolis 3 is the one... No, I would think one of them would combine everything, but not really. So Combopolis 3 is just for Agropolis and Naturopolis. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. That's like two new combinations I can do, because I already had that one. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I had to check it because I was already seeing the cards and I was not recognizing some parts, which I guess are from Naturopolis, which I did not have yet until now. So yeah, all cool. Still some cards missing here. Probably from Agropolis and Naturopolis, yeah. So all cool. Again, expecting more quality, but apart from that, all cool. Maybe I should have left Combopolis for the end, probably. That kind of makes sense, right? It's the... kind of makes sense. Yeah, man, you're always fucking everything up, man. I should have been here with you, but you put me to the side. I drank too much last night, man. Jesus. Okay, so what's up next? Next is Sprawlopolis, the expansion collection. And from what I see of the comments, most people that really like these games in general, they tend to go with Sprawlopolis and the expansions. So I'm looking forward to trying it. They say that some expansions are really cool. I don't remember which one was the favorite one. The ones that look cooler, which are these ones with the hazards, like Acropolis has the one with the UFO, this one has the lizard, Naturopolis has the Nessie. Those are like the worst expansions. They don't really do much besides having a card that looks cool. But yeah, here is Rexstar, points of interest and construction zones. That's cool, and probably more here. Yeah, beaches, roadwork, and interstate. I think it's beaches that people really like. Oh, and I can see why. Because beaches add a border to the game. I can see why. I have to try this. This looks cool. I guess interstate is a really developed one because it has its own rulebook. Come on, man, guys. I guess it was make the games. I don't know, more expensive to produce, but I think the Queen version of the game is not really more expensive than this, and it's probably the same size when you get it, the same price when you get it on discount as I did, and I didn't even get all of it. Okay, here is the lizard. That looks cool. This looks really cool. Can't wait to try this, and these are the beach ones. Yeah, can't wait to try this. I think I'm going to enjoy this. I'm just going to be sad with the cards. I mean, I should have already figured out that the cards would at least be different. It would be another printing by another company because Quined Edition is not button shy. So I should have already expected that they won't match. I just was not expecting the quality difference. Maybe that's... I also think if I had to guess, I would not say that the second company like getting something to distribute on other countries would be the one making it higher quality, but turns out it is. So now, Naturopolis. There was someone in the comments telling me that this one is their favorite with the rivers, and this definitely looks really nice. Nice than I was expecting when I saw the images, because it looked a bit more washed out. But yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this in terms of scenery. As for... yeah, I just have to play them a ton and see what's happening. These wallets are cool. These wallets are really cool. I'm not against having the Quined Edition box that I have. I'm not normally someone who's just going out right now and like putting these in the pocket so he can take them anywhere. So I might prefer the boxes just because the boxes at least look better on the shelf. They actually stand on the shelf, while this is going to stand like this. This is not going to be seen. And actually, if I'm going to travel somewhere and I'm going to take one game to play, I don't think I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the Queen Editions, because I'm just afraid this one is just going to get ruined if something happens, and that's it. So now, a couple of small expansions I bought. These definitely were worth the price because they only cost like €1 or something. And now the big one, the one that I kind of wanted to see. This one does combine the three of them, so that's cool. And I guess Casinopolis is a bit too different that it's never going to be combined. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they will. They should. So this one does combine the three. And just 6 cards like the others. And if this is anything like the others... because on the other expansions, even though it's cool for a change and the mix, the fact that you only use the same number of cards, there's like only one or two extra cards, was a bit of a letdown, because I was just, the child within me was just hoping that Sprawlopolis, when you combine it with another game, would just be twice as big and you're building a big city. That was my childish expectation. And what matters that the game is good, not that it's bigger, but still, that was a bit of a letdown on Combopolis. And let me just read the setup to see if this is the same. Yeah, this is basically the same. So you're going to have 3 decks for the 3 games, Sprawlopolis, Naturopolis, and Agropolis, and you're going to draw 3 cards and you only choose 1 to add. So that means the game is just going to stay the regular size because you're just going to be picking from the 3 different decks. And the only difference, aside from that, is that probably the starting card and the score conditions that are going to be these ones. And maybe these score conditions are going to be cool because they mix, and that's cool. Because on the other games, you only had 1 scoring condition from on the Combopolis, you only had 1 scoring condition that mixed them, and the other 2 were from the decks themselves. And here it's not like that. Here, 3 cards from here. No. Now, this is the same thing. You're going to add 1 of these as a scoring and then 1 of each game as a scoring condition. And you will have 4 scoring conditions. At least, but that does look like you can get more points just because there's more cards. Or not. Yeah, more points, but still, you have a higher score to beat. So yeah. But that's cool. That's at least more involved. Ultimopolis seems to be like the next big step because on most games it's already really hard dealing with 3 different condition cards that sometimes just go against each other, and it's really like it's part of the challenge of the game, or one of the big challenges of the game is to understand how the 3 scoring conditions mix and what to go for at every time, and having 4 of them is just going to make all of that even harder and make you have to beat a higher score because you're going to get the 4 scores to beat instead of 3. Anyway, I'm talking a lot, not showing a lot. I mean, there's not a lot to show here, so I guess I have to talk a lot so this video makes sense. So, yeah, I should have started with this one, maybe because this is new. This is the expansion they just made for Casinopolis that they sold with the game. And whoosh, this looks cool. So it's just like a big thing with one of the colors. Yeah, that's like a big thing, just 3 colors and then again, but with roads. And that's basically it. And let me take a small look. Jesus, why didn't they make these rules bad and the cards good? Because of money. I know it's because of money. By the way, I didn't. I mean, I put one camera here and I put the other camera here, and that was a bit fucked up. That was a lot fucked up. I'm not sure if I should move this midway, but maybe I will. I mean, this is my smartphone, so I have no idea where it's pointing now. I don't have like a flip screen, but at least now they are a bit more lined up, and at least I can be in the middle of both of them. Sorry if I fucked up something or if the scenario doesn't line up. Sorry about that. Anyway, going back. So, shuffle base cards, reveal conditions, then shuffle expansion cards, draw 1, tuck it below the lowest value scoring condition, draw another and tuck it below the highest valid scoring, then shuffle 2 expansions into the deck and set the remaining 2 cards aside. So this is a setup you do in the middle of the setup of the game. And then you have the mega structure rules that you add to the normal rules. Which makes that the roads need to match. It can't be covered at any point. They count as a single block. So basically they make a game a bit bigger, they make it look a bit better on the table, and they count as an extra score. And I'm not sure why you're tucking them in. I probably missed something here. but you're probably going to have access to them when you beat the score or something. I have no idea. I'm not going to just be here reading rules. So one day when it's time to review this game, I'll surely review this expansion too. But looks interesting. At least looks more interesting than the expansions I had. That were, I had the expansions for a Aggropolis, not here. I already had it before. Still, I'm really curious to try all of these expansions. It's not like the game needs expansions. It's already really hard and varied, but for anyone who loves this game and plays it a lot, it's always cool to have some little bits. So I'll try to review them at some point. So I already know this one. I don't really love these expansions. I already have the one for Aggropolis. They're basically just make the game harder for no reason. This is basically points of interest and Nessie, and it just makes the game harder for no reason. I'm sure it's probably the same exact thing as the UFO, but still, it's still a cool picture to add in there. And if I'm ever start becoming good at this game, this is a way to just have it be a more challenge and looking cool. I actually should have added my Sprawlopolis and Aggropolis to this video just to compare the cards to see if they're more or less the same size. It would be really cool if they are. So yeah, this is different from the UFO. I think the UFO only takes away points, while this one either takes away points or give you points depending on what you put around it. So that's cool. That's cool. So that's not just making the game harder. Points of interest, it's just going to make the game easier. This one is probably the exact same. Yeah, I think it is. As the other points of interest. So cool, can't wait to try all of these. I have no idea when I'm going to review all of these. I'm definitely going to be making separate videos for each game. And maybe add a couple of expansions, I'm not sure. Depends. If they're simple expansions, I'll add them with a review. If not, I'll add them for another video. So we already saw everything besides this one. This one I saw some talk on BGG that this was like the best expansion for Aggropolis, so I just decided to get this one and not anything else. It does look cool. It does look cool with, I don't know, the wind. Or the weed smokers in the fields, I have no idea. Or maybe they're ghosts. Nah, just kidding. Okay, so each card is for a different season. What? You can only play cards in certain directions? Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Seems interesting. Let me read what it says here. So basically, you add this to your other 3 scoring conditions. And then you score the rest of the cards into the deck. So when you have a rule when placing season cards that you have to follow the rule that you had. And then you also get you lose points. If you don't respect a certain rule, you're going to lose points. So this is just for making the game harder. And I'm not sure how you count points here. Okay, so this is crazy. Okay, so for example, this one doubles the points you get for one type of group, but then you don't score the other group. So yeah, these are interesting. They really do change the game a lot, it seems. So I understand why this is maybe the most loved expansion. Although most people just really, when you go to BGG at least, most people just care for Sprawlopolis, so I didn't find a lot of information on the rest of the game. Maybe I should have just gotten the other expansions for Aggropolis too. Thinking back on it, they were probably just super cheap, so I'm not sure why I didn't just get everything. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure how cool this unboxing was. I think my phone is it's probably not straight. Yeah, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for the cameras, I'm sorry for everything. I was actually going to record this video yesterday, but I had 2 awful days with pain and I couldn't really do much, but yeah, the schedule I'm doing now with only 3 videos a week, I hope it's going to allow me to do my videos better, because I was always, even when I script videos for reviews, I'm just super stressed that I have my time counted to be able to do them and get them ready for the next day. Not only because it's one day, but also because I have really short windows when I can record videos. And yeah, I'm just rambling now about my YouTube, so if you just came here for the unboxing, you can leave. But for anyone interested in knowing, this is basically just I have really short windows where I can do videos, because my home is not big, and I record these videos. The only place I can do it and have the space and everything set up, with the games, it's my living room. And my living room is joined with my kitchen, and I don't really have any other space in the house where there's enough space to bring the game collection or the table or anything. It's just like one place to work, one for my kid, and one for me and my wife. So basically this is the only place. And if my wife needs anything from the kitchen, or if my baby needs anything from the kitchen, they can't come here while I'm recording a video. So that's fucked up, and that's the reason why I have really short windows, and those short windows with having to record for the next day and edit and everything was just a bit too crazy. And I realized I can probably do better videos if I do them more relaxed, and I feel more free to just repeat when something is wrong or when I miss something. Not so much this type of videos, because I'm mostly rambling. There's no script here, there's no repeats, but yeah. Anyway, just me rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to start giving the disclaimer in future reviews that quad quality in this game is really not good for the price compared to the Quined editions. And as I said, if I find the Quined edition of any of these, I'm just going to get it. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm never going to get all of these expansions that way. But still, again, repeating myself, I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, play more games and stay awesome.